This radio program is PG-13. Parents strongly caution some material may be inappropriate for children under the age of 13.
The following program is sponsored by Michael W. Smith. The views expressed on the following program are those of the host and not necessarily those of staff, management, or ownership.
Arizona. This is Brother Michael back on the radio. Welcome to HardcoreChristianity.com. Welcome to the Arizona Deliverance Center. Thank you for tuning in today. Today's Bible study, Pornhub problems. Welcome to Filthy Fridays on Hardcore. This is the radio program. We're going to get the truth, the total truth, the complete truth, and nothing but the truth. And we don't care who likes it. Thanks for tuning into the program. I'll do my announcements real quick. Please don't call anybody until the radio program's on today. This program's a little too touchy. Filthy Fridays is a little risky to share. Please don't call anybody. This is Brother Mike. I'm the professional counselor at the Arizona Deliverance Center, downtown Phoenix on 15th Avenue, just south of Osborne Road. It's a red brick building. HardcoreChristianity.com is a website. All of our information is on there. The most important parts, of course, are our Thursday and Friday night live services. Live services at 7 p.m. We have 2 live Zoom services. The ladies go on at 6:30 on Monday, and the men and women go on at 6 o'clock on Wednesdays. All of that Arizona and Mountain Time. We also have children's services, women's seminars. I have a Sunday morning podcast at 9 o'clock. Please hit the PayPal button and send us another donation. Sister Karen's on the homepage and wants to list your house for sale. She loves working with born-again Christians. Send me an email at mike@hardcorechristianity.com. If you need counseling and you're a Christian, you can get it for free. Our counseling center is open, 602-636-5800. Well, Pornhub finished up their 10-year anniversary. They're the biggest porn site in the world. It's a site completely and totally run from beginning to end by Satan. By Satan. It is the most amazing thing you've ever seen. A 3-year-old can get on Pornhub and instantly be on hardcore porn. I mean, within seconds, anybody can pop on this website. It's worldwide. They get billions of hits per day. They had record numbers of people hitting the porn site in 2023. And within seconds, a child can be on Pornhub watching double anal sex, double vaginal sex, double oral sex, any kind of sex you can imagine. Amateurs, home videos, everything goes on Pornhub. And it's instantaneous. Stuff that would make a gynecologist blush pop up on the screen within seconds of being on the site. It's the most sickening, perverted, wicked, evil, satanic thing that ever hit the planet Earth. This is it. I mean, Nimrod, the worst human being that ever lived, would have blushed at this thing. I mean, Stalin and Hitler would have been shocked at Pornhub. They can't even believe it. They publish everything on there, including pedophilia, including trafficking, sex traffickers, bondage sex, snuff sex, every conceivable satanic perversion you could ever dream of having or seeing or thinking about is on Pornhub. It's a 100% ugly, evil, satanic news. With the exception of today, I now bring you some good news about Pornhub. I bring you some good news about Pornhub. Before that, let me preface it with personal injury lawyers. Okay? Years ago, when I was a secular counselor, for 25 years, I worked as a secular counselor. I retired in 2005 and went into the ministry. Part of my services as a secular counselor, I'm not going to go into details about it because I don't have any time, but I was an expert witness in Superior Court in California, Nevada, and Arizona. I would testify in court. I was hired by personal injury lawyers. I was hired by defense and plaintiffs to render testimony in court. And made a lot of money doing that over the years. I mean, literally hundreds of thousands of dollars. It was lucrative, and I was living in sin and living a secular life, and hey, it was all great. It's all good. So I said all that to say this. I know personal injury lawyers. I understand that most of them are crooks. Almost all of them are shady. They'll bend the light this way or that way. There are a few, and I mean very few, born-again Christian lawyers out there. But even those kind of, compromise here and there. But one thing personal injury lawyers are good at is every once in a while they do something that turns out right, morally right. And guess what happens? Pornhub, over the last 10 years, has had so many videos, rape videos, pedophilia videos, revenge videos. A couple breaks up and one of the parties publishes one of their sex tapes on Pornhub so that everybody can see it. They used to publish videos having sex with kids, Epstein Island type sex. Epstein did that. He recorded celebrities and politicians and businessmen who went out to Epstein Island. They had sex with underage girls or underage boys, and Epstein videotaped them so they would never tell anybody what happened on the island. He had the tapes for blackmail purposes. Well, guess what? All these horrible videos that Pornhub would publish, and they wouldn't take them down. People begged them to take them down. They wouldn't do it. Well, over the years, people went out and got personal injury lawyers. Lawyers all over the world, particularly here in America. America is the number one user of Pornhub by far. America leads the way with Pornhub. Not even close. It's not even a close second. All these people went out and got lawyers. They started suing Pornhub. And I mean suing them up one side and down the other. Here in America, they found civil suits about Pornhub publishing revenge sex videos, children being abused, bondage videos of women and men being beaten, sodomized, Pornhubized, everything. And they have been sued hundreds of times, and they have lost so many lawsuits because of personal injury lawyers. Let me give them a clap. There's a golf clap for these personal injury lawyers. That now Pornhub has changed. They have changed. If you have a sex video now, you want to post it on Pornhub. Pornhub will now begin verifying the age and consent of all individuals featured in sex videos uploaded to its site. Why? Because they have been sued so many times and have paid out so much in damages that these demon-possessed fools have finally changed. The parent company of Pornhub is ILO, is the name of it, AYLO. And they've profited from all these poor people being victimized in these videos. Hundreds of thousands of them. Okay? People of all ages seen in these videos. Kids, everything. Pornhub does everything. They have absolutely no conscience of any kind. But from now on, because of all these lawsuits and the personal injury lawyers, and by the way, these personal injury lawyers are going to do something else good. They're starting to sue all these doctors and hospitals for transitioning minors from one sex to another. That's the next big thing. I'll be doing more radio programs on that. But right now I'm on Pornhub, and they're taking. They now require consent forms of all the individuals in the video that you upload to their website. The policy started last Tuesday. Can you imagine that? It's like a miracle. Pornhub issued a statement. They said, quote, "This is a requirement to approve and publish videos to foster a safer platform for all community members who upload content and engage with it." Unquote. You imagine that? It's a miracle, friend. A miracle caused by personal injury lawyers. Who would have ever thought of that? I know personal injury lawyers very well. I worked for them for years. I used to know all the top lawyers in Maricopa County. I don't mean know them personally where I have dinner with them, but I knew who they were and worked for many of them. And because of them, Pornhub had to change. The only way some people will change is if they have to pay money. Then they will change. If they pay money, then they will change. And Pornhub got hit with so many punitive damage lawsuits with punitive damages that they have now changed, and they're looking for consents, and they're not just publishing any old video you put up there because you broke up with your boyfriend or girlfriend and you wanted to embarrass her by publishing your sex video that you made. You made sex tapes, made duplicates of them, you broke up, and then you put it on Pornhub because you're mad at her. Okay, that's not going to be allowed anymore. Okay? Pornhub was afraid because they were losing so much money and so many people wanted them shut down that they had to make concessions to cause less people to be victimized and therefore less people to sue them and collect millions of dollars in sexual abuse claims. Remember, if you get on Pornhub, you'll pick up demons instantly. They come right into your brain while you're watching the porn, and you're going to need deliverance. 602-636-5800. Please come now.
The views expressed on this program are those of the host and not necessarily those of staff, management, or ownership. This program was sponsored by Michael W. Smith.